One of the big things people like about the Biblical Parenting Coaching Program is the move from correction to training. Let me explain more about this because it'll revolutionize what you do with your kids. Correction focuses on what kids need to stop. Cut it out, stop it. If you don't cut it out, I'm going to, and we're into consequences. And it's pretty negative, and we do have to correct children sometimes, but most of the time we can move toward training as we're trying to bring about change in children. Training focuses on a goal we're going toward. It says, here's what we're working toward, and here's what we're going to do to get there. We then engage in training exercises to move a child in a particular direction. So instead of being reactive in our parenting, we're more strategic, and we're moving toward where we want to go. One dad said it this way. He said, my son was so resistant at home, and then when I came alongside of him and I started using training, he felt like I was more on his side. And that's what we want with children. So you might set a goal of being able to be more peaceful instead of angry, or maybe more tolerant of annoyances, or more emotionally flexible if we're dealing with anger. Now we're working toward a goal, and then we can practice that. If we're working toward away from meanness, a child's being mean to another child, then we can focus on kindness. What does that look like? And then we can have kindness exercises that a child engages in. They're proactive. A couple times a day, let's do a kindness exercise here. Or we're looking for ways to help children move in a direction that is going to help them to contribute to family life instead of being so self-focused. The training exercises are so important. So if you think about training, you think about where you want to go, then that can do so much for your parenting, because what it does is it turns it into something much more positive and moves us in a good direction. So that's what we want to do. The Bible talks about this in when it says that the scriptures are profitable for teaching, rebuke, for training, and correction in righteousness. And those four things are important, but many parents often emphasize the correction and the rebuke side. And it's the training and righteousness and the teaching that often move our children where they need to be. So be thinking about how to move your children in that positive direction, and great things can happen in your family.